New Jersey, it's Jay Williams.
Look at you, giving my hometown some love. Respect to the Queen City. It's going to be a big-time game tonight. Let's see who's ready to play on the floor.
You're a king in those parts. You never forget where it all began. And we're ready to start this one at midcourt. The Thunder begin the game with the basketball. Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Westbrook to Paul George. Oh, had him going there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Westbrook with it. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in what's been a fast-moving opening quarter. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. It stays with Oklahoma City. OKC now with 4 to shoot. It's Westbrook. Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Utah ball. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
The drive right to the basket to Adams. Paul George to Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Jazz out in front. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Mitchell with it up top. Leads up bucket. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
OKC ball. Westbrook. To George. Takes stock of the floor. Oh, he had him there for a second. Curling inside. Paul George. He's 2 for 2 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rubio into the front court. Lead is 2. Nice pass to get things going.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
George, great defense, forcing the miss. Mitchell with the basketball. 10-6 our score. And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Donovan Mitchell has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Yes, And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Here's Rubio up top. Looking to make something happen. To Favors. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Derek Favors trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 66%. Thunder with the basketball. Paul George. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
First half comes to an end. Jazz had the lead.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads 4. Here comes the screen. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Paul George looking good. 4 for 5.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Joe Ingles. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
It's Russ at the controls. To Adams. Steven Adams with the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Mitchell matched up with Ferguson.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Here comes the screen. Off the mark. Paul George. He's now 5 for 6.
And don't you dare think about the 4th quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Jeremy Grant sends it away. That ends the 3rd quarter. We have a tie ball game. The Thunder have it to start the 4th quarter, and this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Favors. Rubio down to Gobert. Rudy Gobert Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good. He caps off the three-point play, and his group is back up by a point. Russell Westbrook with the rock. Curling inside, stuffs it down with authority.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. Joe Ingles.
Any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell was that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court now. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. No good. Westbrook into the front court. Leads just a point. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul, and a little over 20 seconds left to play.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Mitchell, and the rebound pulled down by Adams. And they'll get the intentional foul here with 17 seconds to go.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Jazz will take a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. Mitchell. Deep two there, won't go. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Deep three at the buzzer. Good victory here for the Thunder as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports.